Imagine waking up every single day with absolute clarity of purpose, steady, focused, and untouched by the chaos around you. No matter the setbacks, no matter the noise, you remain locked in on what truly matters. It almost sounds unreal, yet for Marcus Aurelius this wasn't extraordinary. It was his daily reality. As a Roman emperor and a devoted practitioner of Stoicism, his private writings, now known as meditations, have survived for centuries. But they are not just reflections from a distant past. They are powerful, practical lessons on building self-discipline in a world that constantly pulls us in every direction. Today, we're diving deep into the core of Stoicism, not as abstract ideas, but as real tools you can apply to your life. Stoicism teaches you how to turn adversity into strength, emotional chaos into calm, and uncertainty into inner power. It's a philosophy built not just for thinking, but for living. Whether you're struggling with stress, searching for peace, or trying to level up your productivity, the Stoic way offers something timeless. In a world overflowing with distractions and instant gratification, Stoicism anchors us in the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. It's not about simply surviving life, it's about mastering it. So if you're ready to transform the way you think, act, and respond to life's challenges, stay with me. Let's break down the powerful teachings of Marcus Aurelius and discover how to build a disciplined, meaningful life today. 1. Find your purpose. At the heart of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is a simple but powerful idea. Self-discipline begins with purpose. But what does it really mean to find your purpose? It's not about fame or recognition. It's about understanding what truly matters to you, what drives you at your core, and aligning your daily actions with that deeper meaning. Aurelius often spoke about living in accordance with nature, which in Stoic philosophy means understanding your role in the bigger picture and acting with virtue. Purpose is not just an idea. It's a guide. It shapes your decisions, from the smallest habits to the biggest choices. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning and keeps you steady when distractions try to pull you away. In today's world, finding purpose can feel overwhelming. There are endless options, constant noise, and distractions everywhere. But this is where Stoicism becomes essential. It teaches you to cut through the unnecessary, ignore fleeting desires, and focus only on what truly matters. Ask yourself, what is worth my time? What deserves my energy? What kind of person do I want to become? Your answers point you toward your purpose, and once you align with that purpose, discipline becomes natural. 2. Rely on yourself. Another key principle in Stoicism is learning to rely on yourself. For Marcus Aurelius, true strength came from within. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can always control how we respond. Our thoughts, actions, and judgments, these are within our power. Relying on yourself doesn't mean isolating yourself from others. It means taking responsibility. It means understanding that your growth, your actions, and your mindset are ultimately in your hands. It's about building confidence through action, not arrogance. It's about trusting your ability to handle challenges. It's about making decisions based on your values, not external pressure. In a world full of opinions, learning to trust your inner voice is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. Start small. Keep your promises to yourself. Set goals and follow through. Reflect on your decisions. Over time, you'll build a sense of inner strength that cannot be shaken. 3. Show up every day. Marcus Aurelius also emphasized the importance of one simple habit: showing up every day. Not occasionally, not when you feel motivated, but consistently. Stoicism is not about bursts of effort. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Real progress doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. You don't need perfect days. You need committed ones. Write a little, exercise a little, improve a little every single day. Because it's not the size of the effort that transforms you, it's the repetition. Each time you show up, you strengthen your discipline. 4. Embrace discomfort. Another powerful Stoic practice is embracing discomfort, not because suffering is the goal, but because it builds strength. Marcus Aurelius believed that choosing small hardships prepares you for life's inevitable challenges. When difficulty comes, and it will, you won't be caught off guard. You'll be ready. Choose effort over comfort. Challenge yourself intentionally. Step outside what feels easy. Growth always lives just beyond comfort, and through this practice, something else happens. You develop gratitude. What you once took for granted becomes meaningful again. 5. Focus on what you control. One of the most important Stoic teachings is understanding what you can control and what you cannot. This is known as the dichotomy of control. Your thoughts, your actions, your responses, these are within your control. Everything else, it isn't. When you stop trying to control things outside your power, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. Before reacting, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. This single habit can bring clarity, calm, and strength into your life. 6. Never play the victim. Stoicism teaches you to reject the victim mindset. No matter what happens, you always have control over how you respond. Marcus Aurelius believed that every challenge presents a choice. Will you let it weaken you, or will you use it to grow? This doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means facing reality with strength and choosing your response wisely. Instead of blaming, act. Instead of complaining, improve. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity. 7. Practice delayed gratification. In today's world, everything is instant. But real growth requires patience. Stoicism teaches you to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain. Save instead of spending impulsively. Work instead of procrastinating. Build instead of consuming. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your character. 8. Ignore the noise. People will always have opinions. Some will doubt you, some will criticize you, but their voices do not define you. Marcus Aurelius taught that true peace comes from within, not from approval. Learn to listen carefully, but not blindly. Accept useful feedback, but ignore meaningless criticism. Stay focused on your path. 9. Emulate the wise. This concept is about learning from those who embody the virtues you admire. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the qualities of others and used them as a guide for his own behavior. For Stoics, wisdom is not just learned, it is observed and practiced. Choose role models who demonstrate strength, integrity, and discipline. Study how they think, observe how they act, apply what resonates with your values. In doing so, you turn philosophy into action. 10. Reflect daily. Finally, there is one habit that ties everything together: daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to ask yourself, did I live with purpose today? Did I act with discipline? What can I improve tomorrow? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about learning. It's about becoming more aware, more intentional, and more aligned with your values. Marcus Aurelius never promised an easy life, but through Stoicism, he showed us something far greater, a way to live with strength, clarity, and control. Every day is a new opportunity. Every challenge is a lesson. Every action is a step toward mastery. So start now, live with purpose, act with discipline, and become the person you are meant to be.